Right. And that's also the thing too. That's a big marketing tactic when it comes to anything that says 0 calories. A lot of it is not, but it's so negligible, or they pick a serving size that you can count it as 0. Yeah, so we'll come back to that one. Let's go to Serene. I really don't want to find this shop again, but we're right here.
Tight.
This one was a pain in the butt to find the first time. Geez, you were laid up post-surgery for a year? I missed that. That's crazy. Hopefully you're good now. That doesn't sound like fun at all. It's wildly unmoderated. It certainly is. There's a lot of marketing hacks. Sorry for causing the food change. Hey, it's I don't mind at all. It might be unhealthy. Well, it's one of those things, right? It's like if someone was trying to quit smoking, would you ask them about the science of smoking? I don't know, but I don't mind talking about it at all. I'm a weird freak. So several years ago, quite a few years ago now, I had VSG surgery. So like I had like 90% of my stomach removed, and there was like a 2 to 4 week recovery period. I forgot exactly how long it was. And me, being the freak I was, recovered by watching the Food Network. Like, so take that for what it will, for what you will. 2 knee surgeries from a work accident. Damn, that sucks. So were you like bedridden for a year? Like you said in post-surgery recovery, but you know, does that mean you just like couldn't, you know, because you said you worked manual, like a labor job. So are you not working, or are you actually like bedridden for that year? Food is needed, smoking is not. Yes, and that is a problem. That is what makes it, in my opinion, well, I can't have a full opinion, right? Because I've never smoked, never been a smoker. My family's not smokers. I don't have anyone to like relate to in terms of trying to break that bad habit, or even that addiction, to be fair. But from everything that I've read and heard from people who have tried to break both, they say that food addiction is 100% harder, because exactly for that reason, that you are constantly around food. You constantly need to eat. You don't constantly need to smoke. It's not like, oh man, well, I'll just have this diet smoke here. No, it doesn't work like that. Both are hard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to belittle one or the other and say, you know, oh, this one, I'm winning the victim Olympics here. Like, not at all. But there's a different level of struggle when you encounter it every day, and you have to. So you barely made mobile before surgery 1 and low mobility after. Never got back to 100%. It got worse until I was low mobility and not working. Damn. The Canadian healthcare system is slow, huh? You don't say. Weird that so many Americans who don't study up think that the Canadian healthcare system is better. Weird. It's almost like they've never experienced it and don't know what that's like. Sorry, I won't get into that. I apologize. So I wasn't bedridden for a year, but 2 separate multi-month stints of very low mobility. Yeah, that sucks. Being low mobility sucks. I completely understand. When I was recovering, I had like this weird, I don't even know what it's called, but like literally a sore formed from sitting. Like I didn't even know that could happen. But my doctor's like, yeah, I mean, it's not your fault. Like you can't move around, but that just happens. I'm gonna tell Americans all our time our system sucks in a lot of ways. Yeah, like I said, I won't go into it. I know I've made mentions a couple times, and I know you've been like, thank you for not doing political stuff. Like, trust me, could have a whole conversation about that. Oh, I think I'm in definitely the wrong spot. I think we're on the wrong spot. Do you know where you get perfect chroma catalyst? It's all end content stuff. Oh, hey, there's one. There's quite a few towards the end of the game. Can I just jump over there? Nice.
Well, that will help.
But a lot of the end game bosses drop them. I think you might get one from the Paintress as well. But it's basically all bosses. But you do end up getting quite a few of them. I don't remember how many I have, but I know that my main weapons now have been perfected. And I probably have like 4 or 5 more. Yeah, that's not bad. I would kill to be there with you. Well, all right. We won't go that far. Yeah, I mean, struggling. So at my peak before surgery, I was almost at 400. I hit like 390. And then post surgery, I was able to get back down to 245. And I've climbed back up. I'm at like 340, and it sucks. Sucks a lot. But like I said, we're on the grind. We just gotta put your head to the grindstone and get it done. The thing about it is, so surgery is obviously a drastic step, right? We finally, oh shit, that's the fated man. Surgery is a drastic step. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to anybody willy-nilly just because, like, you have trouble, losing weight or anything like that. I had tried so many things for, like 10, 12 years, and my parents suggested it, and we just decided to go for it and see if it was a beneficial thing. And before that, the struggle is always not seeing results. So, going through for like a month, obviously, I like to eat. And so you go through a month, and if you don't see the results you get, it's like, man, I just missed a whole month of not eating my favorite stuff. Why would I keep doing this? And then so you fall off and stuff like that happens, right? But after surgery, it was the kick in the pants that I needed to help me push forward and kind of force me to be like, hey, you have to do something here because your parents just shelled out some good money to help you out here, and it would be real bad for you to not follow through here. And so I did. I buckled down, I was going to the gym, eating real well, and I lost the weight. Obviously by using a tool. But that's why we have tools to help us achieve tasks that we're struggling to accomplish ourselves. And so that being said, what it allowed me to do mentally was to say, no, you can do this. You have done this. And so it's not as hard the following times. It's still hard. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not a gym rat. I do not like going to the gym. I do not like getting hot and sweaty. It's not my thing. but I know that it is doable. I know that I can do it. It's just a matter of, like, making myself do it. Okay, where the frick is this? I think I'm in the totally wrong area. I've completely lost track of where I've been and where I need to go. Don't need to get disheartened? Oh, no. I mean, I guess the part that I get slightly disheartened about is just the fact of knowing, like, how, like, it's a pretty long journey to get back to where I was. But I only just started. You know, like you said, no reason to get disheartened right now because, you know, the journey is just started. The journey is not over in a second. God, is this? Oh, my God. Perfect. Oh, we just kind of, like, naturally made it here. Perfect. Who's your favorite and the least favorite boss? Well, I'm going to be completely honest. Unfortunately, a lot of the bosses I one-shot. So I didn't get to see a lot of their mechanics. The ones that I did get to see, I loved fighting Renoir. Just for his music alone. It's so good. He easily has the best boss music, like, that I've heard in a while. Alright, nice. So we got energizing attack. We're good here. And apparently that's the only one here. I grabbed these color Illuminas, though. That's a pretty nice one to pick up. If it means anything, you look good. Hey, thank you, Ghastly. I appreciate that. Or Ghostly. Ghostly, Ghastly. Either or. Both are ghosts. I appreciate that very much. I got a kind face. And I'm all freshly shaven. You know, Mondays are the day. You come on like a Sunday where I'm all disheveled. I got, you know, 7-day-old beard under the neck. I got the old neck beard going. You know, I got the Statham scruff on my head. Ooh. You rock it yourself? Dude, it took me, the wife saw your channel with the ginger beard, which I, it's like, looks like you with glasses. You know, so, it's interchangeable. I did it to mess with people. Ah, clever. Clever boy. Clever girl. You know, it took me a while to commit to the bald look. For the longest time, I had just kind of, well, I've gone through many different hairstyles. Like, in high school, I had hair down to my chin. And I had just, like, curly. I had the Jufro going. It was curly. Had all that going on. But more recently, do you like Golgra? Man, I had a love-hate relationship with Golgra. She kicked my ass. Golgra was probably, you know what? Golgra was probably the best fight I've had because of the power level I was at when I did it. Because Golgra, stop scratching your ass, SKA. Because Golgra I did, like, basically right at the start of Act 3, and I hadn't fully built my L yet to be a monster, and so I actually had a struggle with that fight and had to play it for probably like 15-20 minutes. So that's actually a pretty good answer. But yeah, like, I had a pretty high up hairline, so, like, my hair starts, like, right here. So I had it pretty short for a while. I just kind of had, like, you know, the slicked over look. And, like, you know, I'm doing the thing. I'm missing hair up here. I wasn't feeling it. And honestly, what got me to do it? I was watching Breaking Bad, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I could rock this. And so I tried it one day. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like it. Because I've always had a beard. I think I've gone maybe a total of 2 months with no beard since, like, 2012. I just have always... I've had long. I've had short. I did goatee for a little bit in, like, the mid-2010s. But for the most part, I've just kept a beard. But, yeah, embrace the Heisenberg? For sure. I mean... yeah, that's where I got the inspiration to do so. Where do we need to go? Oh, we do need to go to the Flying Manor. Okay, let's go there. Yeah, for sure. One of my favorite shows of all time. And I was watching it with a friend of mine. She had never seen it. And I was just like, you know what? This could be all right. Okay, so we got to go a little bit southwest. A little bit. Had to shave in the army. I've had a beard since I left. It looks good. It looks good. You know, the beard, they say that the beard is the man's makeup, and I don't disagree. Never understood the bald hate. Yeah, I think the reason that the bald hate is when people are bald. I think it's more so balding than bald. I think if you just go the full bald look, it's not bad because you've committed to it, right? Because there's plenty. Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, Stanley Tucci. I'm sure there's more. Those are just the ones that come to my mind, right? Nobody looks at them and goes, ha, bald. Like, okay, maybe there are, but I have never seen them. You know, it's like, oh, dude, these guys are freaking badass. I personally would never rock the bald look with no beard, but that's just me. There are some people who can definitely pull it off. For me, I think you have to have a little bit more slender of a face. Me, I just look like a giant egg. Let's see. So I have to go the way of the Lampmaster. So the Lampmaster is, I think, up here. Dude, Statham is... Look, in my opinion, guys can... what's the word I'm looking for? They can judge other men without being gay, you know? Just as I can look at the color purple and be like, that's an attractive color. Like, you can look at a man and be like, that is an attractive man. I don't want to, you know, do the deed with him, but I can notice that he's attractive. Like, totally different things. I actually don't think this is the direction I'm supposed to go. Area with the lamp. Oh, I have to come here and buy some shit anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, the comb over thing, that's when it's like, see, that's what I mean. It's like it's the balding, not the bald. It's like if you're trying to hide it, I think people tend to find that be a little bit more, you know, something to poke fun at. Oh, Jesus, there's so many weapons here that I can't buy. That's fine. I can still use the things to level them up. Okay, so which ones we got? We got Stay Marked. And what was the other one that I bought? Accelerating Shots. Okay, nice. This is the one that I was hoping I had enough chroma to buy everything for. You know what? I am actually going to keep this on... What level was the Stay Marked that we got? Pictos. Stay Marked. Stay Marked. Oh, it's 28. Okay, so I don't have to get the other one. There's no way that it, well, I mean, I suppose it could be higher, but 28 is fine. That's good enough to consider having gotten it. Okay, so Endless Tower. So what else we got here? We got Endless Tower, Endless Tower, Endless Tower, Endless Tower, Tower. I got to go to Lumiere. Right, this is the one that we're currently getting. We're going to do the Chosen Path next. Or actually, we're going to do Lumiere next. Then we'll do the Chosen Path. Unfortunately, this one is off the table. And then it's all Endless Tower from there. So, I got to figure out where I fought the Lampmaster. I don't fully remember. We're holding on the last of your hair. It reeks of low confidence. Yeah. Well, there's only 2 areas on the left side. I know that it's on the left side, so we can just kind of run around this area real quick. Let me just make sure I understand where I'm going here. Floating platform area with Lampmaster. So first things first, I gotta find the area that had the Lampmaster, and that's gonna be a little bit of an issue since he's not here anymore. I think... Hey. Go up. Right. This is not the correct pathway. I gotta go there. This was a really cool area. Oh, you know what I want to do? Hang on. Before I forget. Not that it's going to be super relevant here, but we're turning this up to expert. I should have done this way long ago to make it even slightly harder. I know, I keep saying first things first. I keep doing it. Yeah, okay, so this is not the correct area because there was a boss here. So you can bring us back down. Yeah, this was a cool area. I do wish I was more under-leveled for this, because you basically just fight all the bosses, all the, like, big bosses that you fought again. There is... Oh, right. I remember how to get up here. Yeah, this one took me... This one should not have taken me as long as it did to find. I came up here, and I was like, man, there's no path. How do I get up there? Oh, man. So you get wake me up before you go. Wake me up this time. Wake me up. Or is it inside? Yep. And then wake me up. What's the other wake me up? Those are the two that come to my mind immediately. I'm missing one. I'm sure I'm missing a couple, but I'm at least missing one key one. Oh my god, how could I forget that one? Oh, maybe this wasn't it, because this was Dueliste. I don't, to be fair to myself, I wasn't much of a Green Day fan, so I'll give myself a pass there. I was much more of an Evanescence enjoyer. I was very much a scene kid. A lot of punk. A lot of alternative rock. All that kind of stuff. Was it down, which boss was down here? This was... Oh man, my memory's getting a jogging on this one. Oh, dude, me and my friends in high school went through a big ska phase. Basically, like, a lot of my musical taste was formed by my best friend in high school. He was always just going out on a limb and trying different stuff. Is it here? Was this the Lampmaster? Frick, man. Don't remember. There's a ska band that did a take on Me that, like, got me into ska. It wasn't Less Than Jake. I don't remember who it was, though. Floating platform area with Lampmaster. Man, that is just a horrible description. I think the Lampmaster might have been the last one I did, actually, now that I think about it. And if it is, I know exactly where he is. Real Big Fish. Yes, thank you. Oh my god, it's been so long since I listened to them. I had oh man, so today I had a very strange interaction, or maybe not interaction, but I had this weird instance with my brother. So all day, for some reason, like I was driving in the car all day. I had to drive down to the New Hampshire border for a commercial shoot we were doing. And for some reason, Sleeping with Sirens, I forgot exactly what the song's called, but it's like, if you can't hang, that's the beginning of the title. If you can't hang, something, something, something. Wait, was this it? No, this was the 3. Oh shit, I'm all turned around now. This isn't the right place. But I gotta find the little boy. And anyway, it's been a long time since I've listened to Sleeping with Sirens, so I'm singing that all day because I just got it stuck in my head. And I come home, and my brother's cooking in the kitchen, and he has that exact song playing. And I was like, that is just very strange. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. I just had this, like, need to play Sleeping in Sirens today. I haven't listened to him forever. And I was like, me too. Like, what is going on? Okay, so let me play this out. So this guy was up top. This chromatic was over there. You are Duelist. You were down there. Wait. You, Duelist was up there. So the one that I the one that I missed was down here. It's the one in the ethereal area. But I don't know why. It's just like I get weird songs stuck in my head, and that was the one that was today for some reason, and I guess it was for him as well. Do wanna take your precious time, 'cause you're such a pretty, 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 pretty face. Turn to a pretty big waste of my time. But I did all that music. All Time Low. Oh my god, I listened to so much All Time Low in high school. So I listened to a lot of Escape the Fate, which was super weird when I started, when I got to be older and started listening to Falling in Reverse, and it never clicked that lead singer Ronnie was the same Ronnie from Escape the Fate. Oh, is it right down here? Yeah, there we go. Energetic healer. Cool. But when I was a freshman in high school, okay, this gives me this is like, hey, you were stupid back then. Freshman in high school, right? I was 14 years old at the time. My best friend at the time was also a freshman, and our girlfriends were juniors. That's right. And Escape the Fate was coming to a venue in Boston, and we wanted to go see them. And we were like, can we go? Our girlfriends will drive us. And my parents were like, no. And we freaked out. We're like, why not? Because you're 14. You're not going to Boston, you dumb little kid. Like, yeah, we didn't get why that wasn't a realistic thing. 2 hours away from home. It's like, yeah, you're not doing that. During Ronnie or after? Wait, during Ronnie. Well, Escape the Fate. I mean, oh, I see what you're saying. So I listened to a little bit while Ronnie was in there, and then I definitely listened to it more when, I think his name's Craig, when Craig took over. So a little bit split there. Like whatever album Situations was on is kind of when I started, and then yeah, This War Is Ours was definitely the album that I listened more to, though, to be fair. I listened to the Flood on like repeat. Oh my god, dude, dubstep was the wildest trend that ever happened. Trying to explain when someone tried to explain to me what dubstep was, Like, when it first happened, I don't think anybody knew exactly how to explain what dubstep was. I don't know if anyone still knows how to explain what dubstep is.
Here we go.
All right, so looks like we only got one more. And then everything else. Oh, no. So we have one more that we actually need to locate. And then the next one is in the Chosen Path, which is a bunch of challenges, I think. And then we got to do Endless Tower. Dubstep is just bad techno. True. I mean, that's kind of the best way to explain it, I think. I still, like, every once in a while will go back to some of the Skrillex big hits. Hey, and we get to enjoy this music one more time. I'm in it. This music is so good. Okay, so we have to go in Central Plaza. To be fair, I don't know which Central Plaza is Central. I don't think this is the Central... Oh, Central Plaza is where we saw Renoir for the first time. So it's not this. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of things that I enjoyed as a kid that I watch or listen to now, and I'm like, what on earth were you thinking? And there's a lot of other stuff that I go back and mostly watch. I went through a phase a few months ago where... Nope, not this way. Not this way, because this doesn't have the cool music. Where I watched like 10 or 15 episodes of Metabots. That show was sweet. Not as good as I remember, but was still a fun one. Oh, wait. No, this... Is this... Oh, no. This is where Gustav was, so this is the wrong direction. But, like, I'll go through and I'll watch, like, old Yu-Gi-Oh! As just, like, a nostalgia thing. Although the big one that gives me the most nostalgia, because this was, like, my show. See, I never played the games of Metabots, but the show was cool. It was basically like robot Pokemon, right? A cool one that I liked was also Mega Man. Specifically the Mega Man where they had, I forgot what the subtitle of the show was, but the one where they have the chips, right? They would jack in. No, wait, that was, yeah, he jacked in. I was gonna say Metabee, but that's obviously Metabots. But we would always do that with me and my friends. Like, we'd take our, like, little Game Boy Advance games. You know, we'd have our we'd have our SP. We'd be like, jack in, Pokemon Emerald. Battle Network. Yeah, that's what it was. That was fun. But yeah, I'll watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is cheesy as hell. Oh, I never got that. That's right. Okay, so I think this is the Central Plaza. Find the young boy. Go behind the tree in the middle of the area right before the Shattered Alley. Oh, I could have just gone to the Shattered Alley Expedition flag. That would have made this 10 times easier. There was a game that directly came from the show. Okay, so here's the young boy. Oh my god, how did I miss this one? Wow.
That will help.
That's crazy that I missed that. All right, cool. We're off to just the challenge ones. There's a creator who did like a 68-hour video on it. Dude, I'll be honest, Jake. One of the things that I do quite frequently. So I'm someone who can't. I can't go to sleep with like silence. So typically, I always have a fan on. But I always put on something to listen to. I went through a really long phase where I would just put on Bob Ross episodes, and I'd be out before one was done. I listened to Cracking the Cryptic a lot, which they do a lot of like Sudoku puzzles, but they do Sudoku puzzles where you basically don't do Sudoku. So they'll do them where they start with like no digits, but there's a bunch of rules, and it's a lot of like logic puzzles. The guy's, I think he's either British or English. I always get the two confused. But they have a really good channel for that just kind of like, it's just like mindless noise to put you to sleep. The guys are incredibly smart. But video essays on like retrospectives on video games are a perfect choice. So that would be one, even though like I never really got into the Mega Man games. That would be one that I would just listen to just because like that's just interesting to me. And I'll, for like weeks, I'll keep having to go through and I'll be like, wait, an hour in, listen. 5 minutes later, like, no, this sounds familiar. Then I'll have to go forward a little bit more because I have no idea when I passed out.